Hi everybody, a quick check-in and let me know the sound is good. If there's no interference, I wanted to talk to you guys today about personal solar year. Why is it the most popular amongst my multiple different services I do? People love solar year because everybody wants that pill, the red pill or the blue pill, not like in Matrix though, but everybody wants to swallow the pill that's gonna make them invincible, right? That's not what the solar year does, but solar year definitely helps in building your schedule. Right timing is almost 50% of success, if not more. Right timing for action, knowing when to make the move, feeling the best time for you. Feeling not everybody can relate to it because not everybody's intuition is so developed, or business sense, for example, if we talk about endeavors connected with work. But a lot of people who got a chance to have a solar year sessions before, they came back to me with so many good reviews and testimonials of gratitude of how much it actually helped them and how on point the readings with advices when to act and when to back off were for them. Like I said, right timing oftentimes determines more than 50% of your success. The way solar year is built is highly personal and highly individual to everybody. It depends on your date of birth. It depends on your individual data, and it depends where you're planning to be on your next birthday. That's the location I take in the settings. People come up with all kinds of questions. They are undecisive. They don't know where should they move, when should they move, if they should move at all, should they open the business now or later, what's the best time to launch a project, what's the best time for a podcast. A lot of people would ask me, can you please look up for my particular case, what would be the most auspicious dates for this kind of endeavor, like a podcast. A lot of people are nervous in public speaking, which is understandable, and they want the best possible day for themselves to feel most comfortable in their most power. One of the simple and free tricks I can give you is right now, if you cannot order solar year for whatever reasons, I can give you a simple tool that will help you determine the best days out of the whole week, out of the whole month, for specific things in your mind. You have to look at the moon calendar. Moon is very connected with not only our emotional and how we feel about people or things or what happens. Moon also highly affects us on an everyday life because it's the closest one to us as far as celestial bodies. And moon cycles not only determines and the water flow in the ocean and a lot of other natural resources. Moon also affects our overall capacity to deal with daily tasks. When you want day for communication, for short drivings around the town, the errands, the podcasts to go well on your Zoom meetings and stuff, you better be looking for the moon in Gemini or moon in Virgo, as those signs are more highlighted with their intellectual data. You know what I mean? Like the moon in Gemini and moon in Virgo brings up the more of an intellectual veil to the overall, to the collective. So on those days, people are super productive during work. Not only those days, but they're one of the best ones, energetically and astrologically speaking. So you want to shoot for meet friends on moon in Gemini, or accomplish a lot of tedious tasks at work that Virgos are great at when moon is in Virgo. Also, energy of Mars determines the capacity for business, for doing stuff. So you gotta shoot for the days when moon is in Aries also, because Aries is the Mars ruler. But be mindful not to get aggressive, not to get too much feisty, because Mars has that all and it's well known for all of a sudden bursts of aggression, stuff like that. I'm not gonna go into detail for every sign, but I'm sure you got the point. Back to solar year. Solar year helps a lot of my clients all over the world, and already helped and helps and will help, I know for sure, because your testimonials are the best business card. I can't be more happy when I hear back from people that I helped before, and it means it's working. Even looking at my own solar years that I made for myself, looking back, I realized everything came exactly as it was written in the stars. I traveled on a certain period of time which was more favorable for international travel. I started some projects that I was looking forward to start on the best time that was auspiciously calculated by me, and I do calculations for everybody who is interested in this service, because right timing to act guarantees that you will you will achieve your goal sooner with less resistance. Why to have all this resistance when you can do it on a timing more favorable to you? To each his own, to everybody it's going to be different dates, obviously, but with mathematical calculations it's possible to pull up the whole sky chart to your favor and use it in your advantage. Why not? What other questions I answer? A lot of people ask me, what about romance? When am I gonna meet somebody? This and that. You know, people meet other people all the time, but very special meetings, they have a tendency to occur only once in a while. For women, it can be once in 2 years. When Mars travels through the orbit, it takes 2 years for Mars to make the full circle, and there is one time in 2 years where it's especially strong for the connection that can be made for a lifetime, or connection can be made for very important with meeting very important person who can change your life to the best. For a man, it happens a little bit more different. We look at the Venus that travels throughout the whole of 1 year, which travels faster than Mars. So for men, that date could be a once-a-year date. Like I said, it doesn't mean that you don't meet other people. You can meet people every day. But we're talking about deep connections, the quality connections. For that, we look at the position of Mars. When the Mars travels through the whole circle and meets your natal Venus, those will be at the auspicious dates. A solar year doesn't work for a particular day-to-day. It usually works 3 days, 4 days, week in advance or after. The period of week before, week after, with the culmination on the day that I write, works as almost exact as a clock, but not for everybody, and I'll explain why. Every planet has different timing of the movement. Some planets are fast ones, like Mercury. It travels, comes and goes very easy. Moon travels every other day. Every 2.5 days it's in a different house, in a different sign. I'm sure you're aware of that, especially if you're watching my channels or reading the articles. But some planets like Saturn, heavy energy, it takes longer time to do the circle, to reverse, and those days can be shifted. What else? Take advantage, guys. Take advantage of the timing. Knowing the right timing, how to act, it's crucial. I mean, we don't have to build our life according to astrology, obviously, and that's not what I advise you to do, because we're not gonna check every single time, oh, should I wash my car today, or should I get a haircut? Actually, women do that, and it works perfectly. Even for the haircut, there are special dates that are better than the others, depending on your goal. For example, if you want to grow your hair, not make them shorter and not grow, you want them to grow faster, you have to do it on the rising moon, not on the when it dies down. I forgot the word for it, waning moon, I think. The point is that you use the time to your benefit, and there is no need to be blindfolded, you know what I mean, when there are such amazing instruments as solar year. Thank you guys for your greetings. Hello everybody. Hello who is here with me today and who will be watching it later. Let me know if you have any questions, but I'll be wrapping up shortly. Just to review, Questions like when to purchase property, questions like when to start business, when to start the new project, when to relocate, when are the best times for romance, when are the best times to plan family. Believe it or not, astropsychology is capable of that as well. I can choose the most auspicious date for marriage. Marriage needs certain planets that are responsible for relationship in that area, in that domain: Venus, Mars, Saturn, planet of karma, Moon preferably. Some of those personal planets need to be in alignment. That's why we don't choose the marriage date without having any knowledge about it, because the day can be chosen really wrong, and then it's going to reflect on the whole relationship dynamic. For example, days of the eclipse, highly dangerous to get married on those days, or getting divorced as well, because eclipse tends to overcomplicate, throw a shadow on everything. Those days are better for inner work. A lot of issues can pop out. So choose your time wisely, and when you plan a family, vacation, business, or even personal retreats of the transformation, some spiritual retreats that strengthen your body and your soul, those days are also there, and they're written for each and one of you, and I can help you find them, guys. And I hope it was useful. And hello again, who is joining. I'm about to wrap up this live, and please let me know in the comments what other topics you would like me to come back to you. Love and light. See you soon.